Now, the last step of this process is going to be to find if there are any secondary or any less important things that help move your eye into the painting with sort of secondary leading arrows. Because a lot of times artists will have certain things in a painting that just helps you move from the edges into the middle to help get you to the main important set of things to look at. So in this particular painting, we have this stack of wheat that's leaning from this bottom corner up and in. And that angle helps lead us into that circular movement. Notice from this top corner, we also have the line of the clouds here, which helps swoops us in from this outside corner to get us into that main pathway. There are lots of very subtle, small leading arrows that help do this. Notice we have the wheat in this bottom corner leading us up and in. We have these objects here in the foreground. We have this bucket, and we have the hat, and we have these flowers growing from underneath. We have the lines of the landscape over here leading us in from the left side. Lots of different subtle, small leading arrows that help move us into the painting. So I'm going to create leading arrows for those, but this time using a different color than the blue. That way I can tell that they're different. So I'm going to create an arrow, and I'll start with this one. Change the color. This time we'll make it lime green, something really bright, and the line weight to 4. And now I'll add those to anything else around the painting that I think helps move me into the painting that's not one of these main leading arrows. So I think that completes my image, and a good way to tell if you're finished, if you've incorporated enough of the leading lines, is if you temporarily click on the photograph itself and hit backspace. You can see now where I have lots of leading lines, and that's really what you want to see. The more you have, the more sort of dissected and the more thorough of a job you've done, the more things you have identified that have helped create the visual movement. You shouldn't have any large areas that have nothing in them, because usually in most compositions, especially the paintings that I've chosen for you, they all have lots of things throughout the whole painting that help you create and see the visual movement. So if you see large areas that are totally empty, you should probably double check. You might be missing something that you need to include. And then if you hit Control Z, that will undo and bring back your picture to where you can see it. Now, once you're finished, you're going to save this and attach this to your assignment for today and turn it in Google Classroom.